Hey there. I know you're ready for your food, and I decided to make a video. But look at little Shapley here. Yeah, isn't she so cute, cleaning herself up? She was just out there swimming, and I was trying to capture it. But of course, once I came out, they got their attention. Like, hey, it's time to eat. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Is that so? Everybody's doing good here on the homestead. The single little duckling Shapley. Yeah. Yeah, go swimming. Go for a swim. Yeah, go for a swim. Yeah, go for a swim. Yeah, go swim around. Yeah. Oh. Go swim, Shapley. Yeah, I know. I know. Such a little cutie. Okay, we'll go get some feed for you. Show you what today's like. Show you what my day's like starting off on the homestead every day. Yeah. Cuties. This chair is marking where the grapevine's going to be, and we're going to put an arch to that chair and another grapevine, and then we're going to go together, and we're going to have a really cool seating area when we take out this maple, which is getting much further. You can see way down low. I'm almost being able to get that root off and that root off, and then I can get the taproot out, and that will be out. Yeah. Oh, you gonna go swim? You gonna go swim? Go swim, Shapley. Yeah. Freya, I'll get you some food. Just relax. I want to see the baby swim. Everybody wants to see the baby swim. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, they're saying it's time. They're saying it's time. They want food. It's time. We got some starts going here. Look at the raspberries. Raspberries coming in like crazy. Good utilization of your chain link fence. More projects coming up. So, oh, here's my containers. I really like reusing my sour cream containers. They're perfect. You know exactly how many ounces you're giving for each one. And here in a minute, we're going to get more feed. Scoop for the pigeons. They don't really require quite as much. Because if I give them too much, then the rodents come in. And because they don't finish it all. So try to get them to finish it all. Always have grit on hand. Okay. I don't normally do this one-handed, but we got this. Yeah. In there. And then more. So, and I change out the water dish every 2 days. And the reason for that is it allows like a little bit to ferment if they don't finish it. Or otherwise, if they do finish it, I take all the dirt out of it. Okay guys, it's time. So we herd them back over. Yeah. Because we're not ready for... Go get some food, Fawn. Yeah, good girl. We're not ready for baby to be around Looney yet, the male. So, and that's because... Hold on 1 second. We just don't know exactly how the interaction's gonna go. Yeah, see, I use one of these coil clamps every day. Yeah, you can just, yeah, sit here, look down on the ground. It's okay. Yeah. Isn't that a neat view? Looking down through a different portal, different dimension. So yeah, I use a hose clamp here that holds it in place, and so he can't get through. Which, he's not in a rut too much anymore, so it hasn't been too bad. So just tap that on the rock, scoop that in. Get that filled. Stack it, have it ready for the pigeons, give them water. The pigeons are all ready. Like, woo! Be careful, be careful, be careful. Be careful, be careful. Hey, Shiloh. Oh, hey, girly, girly. You okay? You okay? Now my hands are truly full. Got a bird in one hand, a camera, water jug. Yep, yep. You gotta do something here, okay? You're gonna help me. Hey, with you. Here we go. Oh, here, wherever you Shiloh. Yeah. Here, good go. And then close the door because the pigeons like to sometimes fly out. And then open this guy up. Make sure everybody can get out. Here we go. Here we go. And here we can set you right here. I don't know exactly how well this will work, but you can see. There we go. Alright. We got Shiloh here. Feed everybody. Go a little on the ground so Lyra can get to it easy, and then they feed my Shiloh. Yeah. And let her get what she wants while everyone else here eats. These are some like really amazing camera maneuvering skills here. My hands are full. Yeah. But it makes them happy. The other day, so Lyra got stuck in the wall months ago, and it broke her leg, and we brought her inside, healed her up. Woo. Shiloh decided, you know what, Dad? I want to be on the ground. So there you go. That made it a lot easier. Thank you, Shiloh. She think I love you, but you're trying to do too much. Yeah. And then the ducks muddy up their water every day. And sometimes they take baths in it too. So I dump that out. Dump a little bit in. Give it a good wash. Give it another dump. And fill it. Yeah, so the majority of the feed I put in that lid now. It works so much better. Not all of them like eating in there. Not all of them can eat in there very easily. Like Shiloh can't get in there very easily. Especially not in the onslaught. When you feed them early on, they all kind of rush in. They fill up their crop. And then there tends to be a good amount of feed left. And they just snack on it throughout the day. So at that point, if she wanted to, she could fly in there. But it's still like she has to land perfectly in there, and it's not quite as easy. So I like to let her get her crop full, eat a good amount, fill up the water. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, yes, she's a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. Yeah. And then get her a drink. Ooh, you're okay. You're okay. Oh. You don't like it with the camera in my hand. Here. Here. You want to be held, huh? Take that fucking thing out of your hand. Take that thing out of your hand. Good girl. Yeah. Any more? You want any more? Yeah. He's a good girl. You love you. You good girl. There you go. There we go. Put my hand on the way. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of like the daily thing. Hey, Yen. Hey, Yen. The girls are making a nest. I wonder if they laid an egg today. I wonder if they laid an egg. Yep, some rocks. They do this all the time. They're so warm too, but they grab rocks and they put them in their nest, and so you reach in and you feel this nice warm rock, and you swear it's an egg, and then it's not an egg. It's not an egg. You got to be careful when you go in here, because what they'll do, especially like Shiloh, is he'll grab the cord in his beak and fly with it, bam, and open the door, and then they'll go try and spend the day out flying. Hey. The Keweenaw, I think his uncle or whatever was doing that before, and I don't like that behavior there, so he is most likely going to be harvested here soon. That's because she's not laying an egg for him, and he really wants her to lay an egg. This is quite a common behavior that males have had with Oshun, which I don't like. But Shango didn't, and Shango's still around, but he ended up right there. Hey, buddy. He ended up deciding to pair up with Blue, and they were, I mean, they had lots of babies together, and then for some reason they separated, which I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe we got them from someone else, so maybe they were related and decided that, you know, being with different partners would be better. But other males that pair up with Oshun seem to just not treat her well, and they get harvested. So you need to shape up here, or probably the next day or so you're going to be dinner. I have some stuff to do today, so can't really get to it today. So hopefully you figure this out really soon and stop doing that. Or otherwise, dinner time. And that's kind of how you have to do it too. Like, there's behavioral traits like that they'll have, and you can't really correct them very easily. You can't just be like, hey, stop. But they can teach those traits to others, and I don't know why, because if it's not working, I don't know why they pick up the same habit that's not working. But for some reason, they feel like if a female's not laying eggs for them, pecking them on the head is a good idea, which isn't. And not all the males do that. And we have a little abundance of males right now, so yeah. And that's a good way to get rid of those habits too. It's one reason why humans have went to war for a while, is because we don't like your habits, so we're going to change them. This right here is wheatgrass. Ta-da! Yeah, coming up quickly and nicely. Give it a few more days to thicken up. It's really going to grow in well. And then we will have some wheatgrass to harvest. So I'm growing it in these bends like this. You can see that one here. So I'm just using the bedding from right here. And I put some on top of it too. I found that it really helped keep the sprouts from having to dry out. So with this way of putting, you know, a little top layer on them, you know, maybe like a little bit of peat moss or something like that might be a little better, just so they come through without having like the bigger chunks kind of like on top of them like that. But when you water them, they'll all fall through the cracks as they grow up anyways, and you want them to get decently tall before you harvest. But yeah, I didn't have to spray them, so I didn't have to come back out here and mist them. Like a lot of people, when they do them, they just put them right on the surface, and you gotta come back and mist several times a day, and if you forget, you're kind of screwed. But if you just put a little bit of mulch on top of it, like you would in the garden or whatever else, then you don't have to worry about keep coming back and dealing with the moisture content and all that, and spraying it, misting it. So now that I have that done, yeah, you see that patch right there? I'm making my own beach sand. And in the process, I'm rendering my own clay, which is really cool. I thought I'd get a lot more clay than what I'm getting. I'm not. I'm getting a very little bit of clay, but the thing is I'm getting sand for my beach instead of having to buy it. And even though I'm not getting a whole lot of clay, we'll see how much clay I have by the time I actually get enough sand for my beach. There we go. And I got you some fresh water. We'll have to get you some more food. Yeah. More grower food. How you doing here? Yeah. Yeah, did you have a nice bath? Yeah. Yeah. You doing good? The one little duckling. She's still on, I think, 3 or 4 eggs. All the last like dozen eggs have been just rotten. No sign of like any life at all. Like no sign of anything to rehabilitate. Like just not even like some of them not even having their feathers on them. Like so, those days when I saw the eggs kind of like just flopped around out here, and I was like, well, they'll figure it out. They must be letting them cool or whatever. No, that was not good. It would have been a good idea for me to just probably grab the eggs and restack them and cover them with leaves to keep their warmth in them. Because a lot of them developed really well and then like died during development, so yeah, or before they were able to hatch. So good learning lesson, but also at the same time, like, she kind of has to figure out those things too. You know, she's a mommy for the first time. Yeah. But she's raising one successful. Her and Freya, they're both still dealing with the parenting on that one. I hear Freya underneath there. I wonder if she's making... Oh, there's Freya way back there. Is that an egg? I think she might be building a nest underneath the deck back there. She was building one here, and I kept taking them. And now she has it underneath there. And it looks like I see an egg. So I wonder if she's gonna try and hatch out her own clutch. So she like got off the nest, stopped being broody, stopped wanting to do all that stuff, and just wanted to get with Luna. mated with Luna a whole bunch, and now she's like been hiding under the deck. And now I think I know why. She's gonna make another nest for the summer. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Are you hissing at me? Are you hissing at me a little bit there? Yeah. It's so cute watching them clean themselves. And Shapley's so strong, and she is such a good bug collector. Like, she gets flies like no tomorrow. She's bam, 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 bam. So quick, so easy, and effortlessly. Yeah. Growing up big and strong. I'm excited to see their feathers come in and see what patterns they end up with. Because being mixed with Luna and Fawn is just like, that's going to be epically crazy. So, alrighty, well, this video is getting pretty long, and I have some coffee to go finish up. But yeah, so that's basically my day, getting out here each day, getting them all fed, situated, and then typically I take care of a few things before getting back in, like whether it's taking care of some stuff in the garden, watering. And look at the garden, Jesus, it's epically beautiful and gorgeous, and doing so well, and such a great source of pollination for the bees. I have tomatillos in bloom. I keep pulling the blooms off the tomatoes, but that's just because I want them to grow a little bigger and stronger before I let them actually go to start growing tomatoes. I like to let them start branching out so they have branches around them before I let them actually start growing tomatoes, or otherwise they end up stopping their focus on growth and just make a few tomatoes, and then it slows the whole process down. If you let the plant get bigger, then let it focus on tomatoes, it does much better. Tomatillos, though, they don't seem to care. They just keep growing and producing and growing and producing, so you don't even sweat it with a tomatillo. But tomatoes, I find it works a lot better. So you can see the potatoes. The potatoes are going to flower, which is really cool. Some of them look like they are actually getting pollinated and will make like a potato tomato thingy. Those are poisonous. You don't want to eat them. But yeah, and then look at, see the kale? Ooh, it's not kale. No, it's not. It looks like kale, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, that's peacock broccoli. It's amazing stuff. The leaves are great. It tastes and just reminds you the same of curly leaf kale. But the thing is it's so much better tasting. I find it has a little bit more delicate leaf, but yet you can still like crisp it up and make crackers with it, because it's still crucifix. It's still a thick leaf. It's sweeter, tastier, and once it grows a crown, you can break it off, and it just produces crowns after crowns after crowns after crowns, and just keeps going. It's amazing. So yeah, these are potato flowers. Most people haven't seen a potato flower before. Isn't that quite amazing? So beautiful. Yeah. Garlic right now is about to go to flower. I let my garlic go to flower every year, produce seed, and drop the seed. I really just love having those thousands and thousands of seeds that just fall onto the ground and produce more garlic. So it looks like it wants some more compost on top of that mound. So, because it is drying out a little bit. But there is a lot of debris underneath the mound, and that's what holds a lot of moisture in. Same with that over there. That mound over there that you see the lucifer going up, that has not received any water at all from a hose this year. I've watered pretty much everything else, but that area is just kind of off to the back, so I don't really water it. But because it has like logs and different things in there, it soaks up so much moisture that it just holds it. It does well. I typically don't have to water anything there. And that lucifer, dang, it's really growing up. And then the radishes, I discovered something. I don't know if you know about it, but radish pods, these like pea looking thingies, they're like beans. They literally taste like a string bean mixed with a radish. They are so delicious. And then depending on the type of the radish too, depends on like the color. Like these ones, look at, they got like these red blushes in there. Just super beautiful. Yeah, let's try and get that camera to focus. Focus. It's too small. Too small, doesn't want to focus. Yeah. Come on, camera. There you go. You see them? They're just so beautiful. So I was worried about the radishes going to flower, but like I wanted to pull them out, which I pulled a lot of them out so the rest of this could get growing again. But then I was like, well, I like the bees being able to pollinate these. The bees are going after them like crazy. What do I do here? And then I came out one day and I saw the pods growing on this one, and I just grabbed one and tried it. And I was just so surprised how delicious it is. And Nicole's like, are those edible? And I was like, they taste edible. I was like, I've never heard of any part of a radish plant not being edible. And then we looked it up, and they're popular in Europe and Asia and different places. But yeah, people eat radish seed pods, and they're really delicious. They're popular to be pickled. So I picked a whole bunch of them, put them in the fridge, picked a whole bunch of Chinese broccoli, have a whole bunch of that. And look at that. You know what this is? This is the saffron. Yeah, safflower, sorry. Not saffron, safflower. Which has a similar taste to saffron, but the seeds are really useful as well. And it produces this really beautiful plant. It starts out with these round, soft leaves with just these little spikes on the tip, and then goes to these super spiky thistle looking things. It's just a pretty sweet plant. Yeah, look at that. This is, I'm pretty sure this is like blue aster. It's just, wow, going like crazy. Each year the bush just gets bushier. And this is mullein right here. And then we got carrots going under the radishes. We got lettuces. We got mustards. We got cosmos popping up voluntarily. Squashes voluntarily. Potatoes voluntarily. Yeah, we planted a couple peppers. They're growing. So yeah, everything is going quite well. Wow, this video is getting almost to a half hour long. But there's a couple more things to show. You just got to show a couple more things. So look at the bed here. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out the video, I made this for under 50 bucks. And this is just absolutely amazing. A nice big grow bed. So 4 foot by 8 foot long. And look at that. We're starting to get some squashes coming in. We're getting some zucchinis. Look at those zucchinis popping up like crazy. We got these corns. This is the purple hominy, so perfect for making like pizzoli and things like that. We got some cucumbers going up the back. Watermelons that are starting to get big enough to where soon they'll be vining off the sides. So we'll have like watermelons here. And these watermelons here will go off this way. And then the cucumbers will go up. And they'll help shade this. Yeah, and a lot more food production is coming in. Bees are doing great. I'm going to get into the hive and see how things are going here soon and make a video on that. You'll have to check that out. And with that, I'm going to tell you to hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. And peace out till next time. We got a lot of projects going on and a lot of fun things going on around here. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of my day? Getting up, getting the birds out, getting them fed. I really enjoy it.